Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the different security services and mechanisms that are available in the network security. So here, the International Telecommunication Union, Telecommunication Standardization Sector provides some security services and mechanisms to implement the security services. There are 5 services related to the security goals and attacks. The first one is data confidentiality, second one data integrity, third one authentication, fourth one non-repudiation, and fifth one access control. Now let us see about each one of them in detail. First, what is data confidentiality? Data confidentiality is designed to protect data from disclosure attack. The service defined by X.800 is very broad and encompasses confidentiality of the whole message. So the data confidentiality is designed to prevent snooping and traffic analysis attack. Next one is data integrity. Data integrity is designed to protect data from modification, insertion, deletion, and replaying by an adversary. The next one is authentication. This authentication service, this security service provides authentication to the party on the other of the line. If it is a connection-oriented communication, it provides authentication during the connection establishment. For connection-less communication, it authenticates the source of the data. Next one is non-repudiation. This service protects against repudiation by either the sender or receiver of the data. The receiver with the proof of origin prove the identity, the access is denied or not. Next, the sender with the proof of delivery prove the data. Next one is access control. This service provides protection against unauthorized access to data, which involves reading, writing, modifying, executing the programs, etc. The security mechanisms. The ITU X.800 defines some mechanisms to provide security services. So these security mechanisms are encipherment, data integrity, digital signature, authentication exchange, traffic padding, routing control, notarization, and access control. Let us see about each of them in detail. First one, encipherment. Encipherment is nothing but hiding or covering the data. There are two techniques in encipherment. They are cryptography and steganography. Next one, data integrity. This mechanism appends to the data a check value created by a specific process from the data itself. The receiver receives the data and the check value creates a new check value from the received data and compares with the old one. If they are same, then the integrity of the data is preserved. Next one, digital signature. It is a means by which the sender can electronically sign the data and the receiver can electronically verify the data. Next one is authentication exchange. two entities exchange some messages to prove their identity to each other. And next one, traffic padding. It means inserting some bogus data into the data traffic to the adversaries attempt to use the traffic analysis. Next one, routing control. It means selecting and changing different available routes between the sender and the receiver. Next one is notarization. Notarization means selecting a trusted third party to control the communication between the two entities. Next one is access control. It uses methods to prove that a user has access rights to the particular entity. Example, passwords and pins. So now let us see the relationship between services and mechanisms. The relation between security services and security mechanisms is shown in the table. So here we can see the security service, data confidentiality, and the related security mechanism is encipherment and routing control. Next, the security service data integrity. Here the security mechanism is encipherment, digital signature, data integrity. And coming to the authentication service, the corresponding security mechanism is encipherment, digital signature, authentication exchanges. And coming to the security service non-repudiation, the corresponding security mechanism is digital signature, data integrity, and notarization. And next, security service access control. Its corresponding security mechanism is access control mechanism. Techniques. What is cryptography? Cryptography is an important aspect when we deal with network security. Crypto means secret or hidden. Cryptography is the science of secret writing with the intention of keeping the data secret. Cryptography is classified into symmetric cryptography, asymmetric cryptography, and hashing. So here we can see the classification in the form of a figure. First, let us see what is symmetric key encipherment. It involves usage of one secret key along with encryption and decryption algorithms, which help in securing the contents of the message. The strength of symmetric key cryptography depends upon the number of key bits. It is relatively faster than asymmetric key cryptography. There arises a key distribution problem as the key has to be transferred from the sender to receiver through a secure channel. Here we can clearly observe the plain text is going to be given as an input to the encryption algorithm. Here a secret key will be there and the plain text will be converted to ciphertext from the encryption algorithm, and the ciphertext will be taken as an input for the decryption algorithm. The secret key is shared between the sender and the recipient, and finally the outcome is the plain text. This is how the symmetric key cryptography works. What is asymmetric key encipherment? It is also known as public key cryptography because it involves usage of a public key along with secret key. It solves the problem of key distribution as both parties uses different keys for encryption as well as decryption. It is not feasible to use for decrypting bulk messages as It is very slow compared to symmetric key cryptography. So here we can see the asymmetric key cryptography, wherein which a public key is used in the encryption algorithm, whereas a private key is used in the decryption algorithm on the other hand. What is hashing? It involves taking the plain text and converting it to a hash value of fixed size by a hash function. This process ensures integrity of the message as the hash value on both senders and receivers side should match if the message is unaltered. So here we can see that the sender is there on the one end, the sender sends the message. This will be taken as input to the hashing algorithm and it is going to have the hash value. This one will be H1 for example, and if you take on the other hand the receiver which will be having another hash value, that is H2, and this one will be compared whether the values are one and the same or not. Next one, steganography. The word steganography is derived from two Greek words, stegos meaning to cover and graphia meaning writing, thus translating to covered writing or hidden writing. Steganography is a method of hiding secret data by embedding it into an audio, video, image, or text file. It is one of the methods employed to protect secret or sensitive data from malicious attacks. Cryptography makes the data unreadable or hides the meaning of the data, while steganography hides the existence of the data. Historical use. In China, war messages were written on silk cloth and rolled into a small ball and swallowed by the messenger. In Rome and Greece, messages were carved on pieces of wood and dipped into wax to cover the writing. Invisible inks were also used. Null ciphers were used to hide a secret message inside a message. Secret messages were photographed and reduced to a size of a dot. Nowadays, modern use. Today, any form of data can be digitized. Possible to insert secret binary information into the data during digitization process. It can also be used to protect copyright, prevent tampering. Text cover. The cover of secret data can be text. We can use a single space for binary 0, 2 space for binary 1. Following short message hides the 8-bit binary representation of the letter capital A in ASCII code. For example, we can write the capital letter A in ASCII code. So here we are going to make use about cryptography, not steganography. Image cover. So the cover of secret data can be under a color image. Other cover. The cover of secret data can be covered under audio, video. It can also be compressed. Thank you.